Hello and welcome to another motor drag battle, this time between two of the best performance cars you can buy for 100 grand, in the AMG A45S and the recently updated Toyota Supra GTS. Now you might consider this a slightly odd pairing, but these two are direct competitors when it comes to price, and even though they make their performance quite differently, the level of performance on offer is actually really similar, as I'll explain a little bit later on. Now, as with our other drag videos, if you want to skip ahead to a certain section, the time codes for this one are just here and also in the description below. And if you enjoy this video, make sure you give us a like, and of course, please subscribe to the Moto YouTube channel, because we'll be uploading 2 new videos every week, including a track battle between these two cars to see which is the best at the circuit. But today is all about straight line performance, so let's see which is quickest.
Okay, 3, 2, 1, go!
Let's start with the Toyota, given that the Supra has just been given an update which has boosted power by 35 kilowatts. So the 3-litre straight 6 up front now produces 285 kilowatts and 500 newton meters. As for visual differences between this updated car and the Supra that Toyota was selling last year, well, the only way to tell them apart is in GTS models, which now have the Supra badge painted onto the front brake calipers. So that's something for the anoraks out there. Now, how this car compares with the A45 is really interesting, because even though they have increased the power in this car, it's still less than the 310 kilowatts you get in the A45. Plus, this car is rear-wheel drive, whereas the A45 is all-wheel drive. So you might think the car from Germany is going to have a clear victory in the drag race. But the Supra is lighter by 130 kilograms. And even though both these cars produce exactly the same torque figure at 500 newton meters, that figure arrives much earlier in the Supra, 1800 RPM compared to 5000 RPM in the A45, and you get that whole slab of 500 newton meters over a much wider band in the Supra. Plus, their official 0 to 100 claims are within a few tenths of one another, so I think this is actually going to be surprisingly close. The biggest thing counting against the Supra, though, is that it has possibly the worst launch control system fitted to any new car on sale, which I will now demonstrate. Activating launch control is really simple. Put the car into drive, hit the sport button, then touch the traction control button once. It'll bring up a little message on the screen which says traction mode activated. Then it's a simple matter of left foot on the brake, right foot hard on the throttle, launch control active, and away you go. And all you get is a heap of wheel spin, and the car bogs down. It's really unpredictable. It'll either give you heaps of wheel spin, or the ESC will hit really hard and take away all of your power. So it's a really slow and unpredictable way to get away from the lights. So we will be doing it old school today. I'll be stalling the car up on the brake and then juggling the throttle to make sure I get the sweet spot between wheel spin and forward momentum. Let's see what numbers it'll do. Oh, it felt pretty good. A little bit of slip off the line, but good forward momentum. Matching my shifts right at the red line. It's a quick car when it gets moving. That is the quarter done and dusted. So that was a 4.4 to 100 k's an hour, which is one of the better runs that we've got today. A whisker off its official claim, but pretty good given this is an unprepped surface and we're juggling a lot of wheel spin. As for the quarter mile, we'll show you that towards the end of the video after the rolling race, so that we don't give away the result of the drag race. Let's see what the A45 can do. We have driven the A45S really extensively, so I'm going to keep this tech talk pretty brief. If you want more details on this car, you can read our full review by clicking that pop-out banner up there. In terms of how it compares with the Supra, well, it's down in capacity and down in cylinders, but this car has one of the world's most powerful 4-cylinder engines with 310 kilowatts and 500 Newton meters. I absolutely love this little engine. And the AMG has a launch control system that actually works faultlessly, so let's give it a go. Activating launch control in the AMG A45S could not be simpler. Put the car into drive, toggle the drive mode around into race, left foot on the brake, right foot on the accelerator, race start, release brake to start. Oh, wow, those gear shifts are really rapid, as is the whole car. It's easy to forget that this is a hot hatch. Let's see what numbers it managed to clock. Okay, 0 to 100, 4 seconds dead. That's really close to the official claim and not bad on a really, really hot day. We've got 36 degrees showing on the dash. As for the quarter, we'll show you that later in the video after the drag race. So this car is predictably quicker to 100 k's an hour. The advantage of all-wheel drive pays off there, but anything can happen in the heat of a drag race. Sound off time, straight 6 in the Supra, should be pretty good. Let's give it a go. Not bad, I reckon. Let's see what the A45 sounds like. So there you have it, 6 cylinders in the Supra versus 4 cylinders in the A45. Jump into the comments below to tell us which one you prefer the sound of. Okay, so the AMG is the slightly quicker car to 100 k's an hour, but it's going to be very interesting to see if the 6-cylinder Supra can run it down over the quarter. I actually think this is going to be very close, providing the Supra gets a clean launch, because that thing is much trickier to get away than this one, which is why I've drafted in Scotty Newman to drive that car. So let's give it a go. Scotty, hello. How are you feeling about your launch technique?
Hello, Alex. The question is, does it matter? I'm sitting here in the 2-wheel drive car with less power than the 4-wheel drive car that you're in, but I'll give it my best shot.
I'll admit I'm feeling confident, but you do have 2 more cylinders than I do, and you're about 150 kilograms lighter, so it's not all doom and gloom over there.
Well, thank you for the silver lining to my current cloud, but yes, I'll do my very best, and perhaps, you never know what's going to happen.
Okay, 3, 2, 1, go.
Oh, soft launch from that A45. It did nothing.
I've gotten off the start, I don't know what happened there. Alex's launch control didn't engage, or... What happened, Mr. Drifter?
That was very strange. I let go of the brake and it just sat there for a full second. I want to have another go of that.
That wasn't particularly sporting necessarily of me to take advantage of his mechanical malfunction, but a win's a win. What can you do?
3, 2, 1, go.
Ah, it's better. Oh, this is close.
Off the line cleanly. We've got the jump on the A45 again.
Oh, really close.
Oh, I think he got it by a fraction.
Oh, I'm just edging ahead. Look at that. Wow. That was really close, much closer than I was expecting.
That was insanely close. I got the jump and I expected to sort of hold that, but then the A45 actually came back. I'm going to try this one in second.
2, 1, go.
Oh, that was horrible.
I got off the brake a smidge earlier, smoked him.
I tried to be sneaky and launch in second, but all I did was wheel spin.
So that was the fastest run we've done on this car all day, and it shows that if you clear the brake just a fraction earlier, it removes that slight hesitation this car has from the get-go, and once you're moving, it's an absolute rocket. 3.9 to 100 and a 12.1 quarter at 189 k's an hour. That is really quick.
A big secret to the A45 speed is its launch control. So I wonder what happens if we take those clever electronics out of the equation. Does that give the Supra the other upper hand, or does it just remain status quo?
Okay, so you reckon comfort mode, left foot on the brake just to keep the car stationary. Then when we have 3, 2, 1, go, flatten the throttle, see which car reacts quickest.
Yep, I'm going to call this the street start.
And 3, 2, 1, go.
Better start than I was expecting, and I've got him.
Oh, here comes the A45 back steaming ahead. Oh, wow, interesting.
Wow, I was not expecting to win that. I thought automatic versus dual clutch and the hesitation this had when we were doing full launch controls that the Supra would walk that one, but another surprising result.
I sort of shot off the line. I thought, oh yeah, here we go. But then as it went through second and third, I was just getting a whole heap of traction control intervention, and it just killed the power. I think that allowed the A45 to scoot ahead.
Yep, you looked a little hamstrung, neutered.
The computer said no. Shall we try one more then? I'll deactivate my electronics. I'll put it in our sport traction to kill that electronic intervention, and then see, well, that might give us a accurate picture of pure power then. We'll do one more.
Okay, cool. I'll do the same thing. Sport ESC.
3, 2, 1, and go.
Oh, he got the stump on me again. Can I come back at him?
Although I've looked in my rear vision mirror, I can't see him, so that must mean he's quite close.
Oh, he's walking me.
Supra wins, yeah!
I thought I'd come back.
Finally we got the upper hand.
Oh, damn. Wow, it shows how close these two cars are.
How you launch these cars and what mode you have it in makes a huge difference.
Yeah, in a straight drag though, consistency-wise, A45's got the edge over the Supra.
100%, but take the standing start out of it, I wonder what happens.
So it's interesting, what those non-launch control drag races showed is that the Supra does have the edge in the immediate jump off the line with its 8-speed auto reacting quicker than the dual clutch in this. So it's going to be interesting to see which one has the edge in a rolling race. The first roll we're going to do in comfort mode and leave the gearbox in automatic. And the second roll we're going to put everything to its most aggressive setting, so race mode, and we're going to shift the gears ourselves to see if that makes a difference.
And 3, 2, 1, go.
Ooh, wow.
A45 wins. Took quite a long time to kick down, and then got a big flash of traction control.
Leading into this, I'd have thought the Supra would have won that by a mile, but A45 wins.
We'll have another bash now though in our spiciest modes and see what happens.
So gearbox in manual, keep it in second gear at 50 k's an hour and floor it.
Sounds good.
And 3, 2, 1, go.
Oh,
All of third.
close. It's so close. Oh, he's still gaining on me slightly, but it's neck and neck. Oh, this is neck and neck. Time for a quick recap. As expected, the A45 is quicker against the stopwatch, holding an advantage of 0.4 to 100 k's an hour and also over the quarter mile. But it was closer when we raced the cars side by side. The A45 won 2 of the 3 drag races, but without launch control, and in the rolling races, the Supra and the A45 took 1 win each. So the A45 holds a narrow lead heading into the final exercise. A brake test from 100 k's to 0. Same deal as our previous drags. We're going to get both cars up to a GPS recorded 100 k's an hour, do a full emergency stop at the brake marker, see which one pulls up in the shortest distance.
Let's get up to 100 k's an hour. Oh, a bit of wheel spin. Oh, it's exciting. Look at that. Make sure we're still doing 100. And then jam on the brakes. Oh, my phone's gone flying. Heaps of ABS. Woo! Let's see what Alex does.
Here we go. That is 100 k's an hour. That is an emergency stop and a clear win for the Supra.
My brakes are better than yours, yeah.
So another really close result between these cars, and I'll admit it's been much closer than I thought it was going to be given their discrepancies on paper. All-wheel drive, two-wheel drive, 6 cylinders, 4 cylinders. So we're going to be doing more of these videos, and if you liked this one, please jump into the comments below and tell us what other cars you'd like to see us put head-to-head at the drag strip, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel. We're going to be uploading 2 new videos every week.